Lewis here. So, speaking of Twitter, and speaking of no follows, oh yes, here we are. So some character Terry Van Horn apparently has been going a little mad out there on the Twitter.
That's more than I posted probably in the last month. I was on there doing some work with for the show that's coming up in an hour, the Geeks, and anything to do with cleanups and stuff, and the link detox ads follow me around like every site I go to. They're on there. Must be using some kind of retargeting. But anyhow, I watch for those things, and they have a few.
This Terry character, he says here, Dear Kemper, you suggested marking your useless reports. No follow links can be toxic. So yeah, how is he coming up with this? Did he actually reply to any of this, or he just? Yeah. Did he? Really?
Yeah, he replied to them all. Inferred that I don't know anything, and probably a lot of people agree with him. But we all know what the 5 people we knew sitting in the room when I brought it up said, and that's who I was referring to when I said real SEOs. Anybody who doesn't think it's, let's say for Nofollow to hurt you, it would have to be at a scale that I only know one other person who does it at that scale. And, well, there you go. So, if he qualified it, sure. But then he goes on to talk about on another page, oh, by the way, because of what I was tweeting, Steve, you'll get a laugh out of this. He actually put a button in the program now that you can push to remove the no-follow slides.
Well, okay, so
I did get what I wanted was to fix the fucking thing.
He's being proactive.
Well, when someone's standing at your doorstep yelling that you're lying, basically. Not lying, but, there's not all truth and the way he's portraying things. You have to kind of address it.
Exactly. And I've used link detox in the past, and that was my biggest bitch about it, was that it didn't go far enough in analyzing the links. It just grabbed the links and went, here you go, here's a data dump.
The only thing that I found useful for it was when it's marked something toxic, 9 times out of 10, it was a de-indexed website.
Yeah.
Right? So that saved me figuring out which ones are de-indexed, right?
Right.
But the worst thing I saw was, Dave, you saw the disavow file that it wrote, right?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. What a mess. He cleaned that up soon after I was complaining about it as well. Only that time I actually had used the service and complained to the people he told me to talk to when he couldn't answer my question. Well, I think he didn't want to answer my question because I was doubting that you could remove a manual penalty or a penguin penalty in 3 days. You can if you're a major brand. And then when I got to the page, I saw that's what he was talking about.
How do you get a penguin lifted without refreshing them? Curious.
Well, that's another thing I kind of thought. And that's the kind of stuff that brings all these myths out there, Dave, that, just stuff that's why the industry has a bad name.
Yeah, so what did Kemper actually enlighten you as to how no-follow links can hurt you?
No. And there was no proof on what he wrote about, too. It's all vagaries. And, everything that a guy who's talking out his asshole, that's the way he was talking. Let's talk all vague stuff, not specific, didn't really give any specifics, even when he tried to give specifics, he said we got a major brand out of our reconsideration in 3 days. Well, if it's a major brand, they all get out in 3 days. So your program did fuck all.
Well, I remember using it one time just for testing as for some forensic work, and it marked some pages as, what was it? Oh yeah, the title of the page was not in Google search, and sure enough, I went and searched the title of the part of pages this tool had marked, and they were there. So I was like, okay, I don't know what's going on here, but I don't really use this tool enough to know.
Google would not fucking penalize a site for not having a fucking title. That's idiotic. Doesn't make sense to me.
So
I think the premise was that if you search for the title of a page, it doesn't show up in Google, that somehow it's been in trouble. But again, I would search these pages and it was highlighting, and the title was, I don't know what the fucking tool was doing. It was
the page in the index.
Oh yeah, there's it, right where it should be. So I don't know what the tool was doing.
No title.
No, it had a title. What his tool was saying. His tool was saying that we went out, we searched for the title of this page in Google, and we didn't find the title. I searched for that page in Google, I found it, so I don't know what his tool was doing. So.
Okay. Yeah, he also had some stuff that was marked suspicious. That was, when I looked at it, I didn't really see it.
All right. Well.
No followed links, so I may not have been looking as carefully as I normally do. I just didn't see it when I looked at it. That's all.